Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Now, Manchester United. We all know Ruben Amorim has been sacked. In the last couple of days, Darren Fletcher was the caretaker for 2 games against Burnley and Brighton. Now, Michael Carragher is the interim till the end of the season. Michael Carragher started off very, very good with a massive win in the Manchester derby against Manchester City. Now, Jamie Carragher at it again. We all know Jamie Carragher, former Liverpool and England player. Very, very controversial figure in the punditry world. Now, when it comes to Manchester United, everyone seems to know what Manchester United wants and know what Manchester United needs. And none of these people ever play for Manchester United. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't have to play for a club to know what a club need or want. But man like Jamie Carragher doesn't know what Manchester United want or need. Not even Manchester United themselves know what they want or need. So how you, Jamie Carragher, as a former Liverpool player who's our bitter rivals, remember the hatred is real, So I know you're just doing your job and everyone entitled to their own opinions, but your opinion doesn't mean it's facts, right? Not because you said that means that's how it's supposed to go, right? Now, Jamie Carragher featured on Sky Sports giving his opinion on who we think should be the next Manchester United manager. I'm going to share it with you guys, give my 2 cents as always. There's 2 parts. There's 2 Jamies on it. Jamie O'Hara, a former Spurs and Portsmouth player, English also. He gave his verdict after Jamie Carragher statement. I'm going to give my 2 cents after Jamie Carragher and also after Jamie O'Hara's statement. So Jamie Carragher, take it away, my friend.
Take over as permanent Manchester United head coach in the summer. Speaking on Monday Night Football, Carragher believes United should consider Eddie Howe, Luis Enrique, Julian Nagelsmann and Thomas Tuchel.
They don't just need a top manager, they need someone who's got the energy 24/7, that drive to push that club on in every. It's not a guy who's almost like a manager who sits there and sort of makes decisions in terms of buying players. It's a relentless drive. Looking at probably 2 there for me in terms of Thomas Tuchel. He's been in the Premier League before. He's obviously a top manager. The thing I like about him is I still think he's got that energy and drive and spikiness about him. He's gone into the England squad and he's ruffled feathers with some of the biggest players there. Now, I'm not saying that has to happen in every job he's in, but there's something about him. He just feels like he'd sort of go to war for your club and he'd be fighting against the other clubs and he'd have something about him. Nagelsmann, listen, I don't know everything about him, but I do look at a sort of a coach who's got a sort of a big reputation. He's probably got a lot to prove as well. Now, Luis Enrique, you would absolutely have him all day. The real big thing that I like about Eddie Howe is how he handles the press. You've got to be able to handle the press as a Manchester United manager. It's the club that's on the back pages more than any other club in this country. And I think Newcastle, we probably don't think it from the outside, but when you're inside Newcastle and you live in that city, that is just a constant thing. And he handles it brilliantly. And I actually want to cross out Michael Carragher. And the reason I say that is that...
You've been very praiseworthy of you with your analysis earlier.
Yeah, I was, but...
No, as I said, he's entitled to his own opinion, as everyone does. But that doesn't mean your opinion is facts, Mr. Carragher. Now, remember, you're a Liverpool legend, or bitter rivals. How can you know what Manchester United need and want, as I said? Even Manchester United don't know what they want or need, right? Now, he called a couple of coaches, couple of managers, I should say, top class managers. Nagelsmann, Enrique, top class. Eddie Howe has to be in it because he's English, so they're going to throw him in the mix, right? Good coach as well, good manager, but he's nowhere near the Nagelsmann and Enrique, right? But this is my point. How Carragher know what Manchester United want? Or you know the type of manager that's going to come in and make things right away just because it worked for them at some other club. Are you our new sporting director, Mr. Carragher? Because he seems to be Manchester United sporting director. He always seems to know what type of players we want, what type of players we need, right? The other day when Liverpool was on the slum and Arne Slot was out of his depth, I never hear you link any new manager with Arne Slot. Maybe because he was still at the helm. You never want to be disrespectful, but At one point, it looked like he was about to get sacked. And I still never see any managers' name came up, linking them with the Liverpool job. You know, all throw it under the rug and try to find some way to rally back Liverpool. But now you know what type of manager Manchester United wants. As I said, you're entitled to your own opinion, but that doesn't mean it's facts. Right? Now, Jamie O'Hara, on the other hand, he go against what Carragher said. I'm gonna play his video also and let you guys hear what he has to say pertaining to what Carragher has to say. Because Carragher knows if Michael Carrick can win the Premier League or not with Manchester United. He knows because he's God. So, Jamie O'Hara, I'm going to play the Jamie O'Hara one, let you hear, and I'm giving my 2 cents as always. So now, here you have it.
Before we get to that 4-man shortlist, should Carrick have been on it?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I disagree with Jamie there because I think when you look at the managers that are now coming in to the Premier League, the young managers, now would you believe that Arsenal could win the title with Arteta when he first come in? And no, of course not. So Chelsea, they brought in Rafinha. Do you think he could, win the Premier League with them right now? Not yet, but who knows? Look at Arteta. Michael Carrick for me is a really good manager. I've seen him at work. He's a brilliant coach. He knows Manchester United. He was a top player. He's got respect. He's talking about Luis Enrique. Of course, everyone wants Luis Enrique. Nagelsmann. Of course you want Nagelsmann. But I think Manchester United right now, they need stability and they need a manager who knows the football club, knows the Manchester United way, knows how he wants to set the team up. And I think that guy right now is perfect for Michael Carrick. Now listen, if he goes on and he loses games against Burnley and he loses games, and he go, okay, maybe he's not the guy.
No, as I said, everyone is entitled to their own opinions. So do Jamie O'Hara, so do Jamie Carragher. But none of these players, none of these former players ever grace the Manchester United kit. So how do they know what we need and what we want? As I said, not even Manchester United, the club itself, know what they want or need. So how you guys gonna tell us what the club want or need? Now, Jamie O'Hara, on the other hand, he's looking at it at a different angle. Now, he's giving Carrick the benefit of the doubt, right? Stating that you never know what Arteta was going to come inside of Arsenal and do. Nobody could predict this. For real. Nobody. You don't know what Rosanaro or Rosaneria will want, or whatever you want to name for Chelsea. You don't know what he's going to do in the near future or in the far-fetched future. For real, right? So Jamie O'Hara, he has a point. But the point is, from me, is that you guys don't know what Manchester United want. You guys can call all the managers you want and who you think is going to turn the club around. But trust me, nobody knows what Manchester United want or needed. Even Manchester United themselves. You have seen it. We've been trying for years and years and years for the past 13 years, trying to get things right and can't. So how you guys just gonna come, boom, in the blink of an eye and say, oh, this is the player that we want, this is the manager that we want to get back to the top. You guys just making Manchester United more relevant and relevant. Even when we are shit, because we are shit off the field right now. Yes, we're relevant. We are shit on the field. We're relevant off the field when it comes to revenues, when it comes to sponsorship, you name it, right? But on the field, which matters the most, on the field, the pitch, which matters most, we are shit. But you guys make us relevant. Even when we came 50th, you guys make us relevant. Talk about us every single day, every single day. But that's what you get for being a Manchester United fan. And that's what you get for being a Manchester United player. Right? Scrutiny from top to bottom, non-stop. But all in all, they are entitled to their own opinions. But that doesn't mean their opinions are facts. We still have to see how it pan out for Manchester United in the near future and beyond. Right? We still have to see if the Glenius can get things right. Right? So, it's a long way to go, Mr. Carragher, Mr. O'Hara, but you guys entitled to your own opinion, right? Right. So there you have it, everyone. Jamie Carragher and Jamie O'Hara thinks they knew what Manchester United need to be back at the top. Which manager it is, get in the comment section and let me know who you think is the perfect manager for Manchester United to take us top and take us forward. Get in the comment section and let me know. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't hide and hit that notification bell. Peace.